trying to push in towards that, doing everything they can to work their way back up the leaderboards. You see more than half of the duos left now as we hit that 25 marker. 42 players remaining, shots coming in towards the back. You can see Jay walling off all of it. Launchpad does come out. He gets ripped as he takes it off. All of his shield gone. Luckily, he does have a ton of the shields as well as the flint, so if he can set his feet, they'll be good. The other Kangara duo towards the top, Barl and Lino over there, and they're looking to do everything they can to get to the far side.
All the tricks are coming out of the book as well. We have these half launch pads. We have people hiding inside cones. We have people double editing, playing with that shotgun swap delay as well. Everyone has to play at their top peak level performance to be able to perform in this type of game, especially on West where players are aggressive, typical, trying to go in and claw for an elimination on Sean, but Aiden says, no, that's my duo, that's my buddy, don't touch him, blocks him off from that vantage point. We'll see if he can see anything else below him at all to pick up. This is something a lot of players do on the mid ground as well. They are in wood though, so it's very easy to beam two soccer skins, but can they live up to the sweaty reputation of those skins as well?
And you can see so many players are stacked vertically right now, which typically you're not going to see at this point, but because it's 35 players and we're closing in on Circle 7. No, Circle 7 is moving right now. We're into it. The space is limited. They have to start stacking vertically, which means these engagements are going to happen in and around corners. It's going to be up into the sides, and now we're finally closing in on placement points as we near moving Circle 8. Falconer looking for the sides up to 106 points. Again, trying to reach and close in on Storm and Epic Whale to deny them that top spot. They will still qualify, but they want everything they can get through, and everyone in the lobby is trying to challenge them as Sean is trying to take it away from Bade Soldier. And we have our top 15. So if you're in the lobby, 3 more points over to you. Falconer and Arkham up to 109.
They have the classic loadout as well. Right now, only one Elam, which might not be how they usually play, but with less ammo, redeploy, and minis, you're going to have to pick your point to pop off in. These mats are also low, so they're going to be looking to make the most probable and efficient trade-offs in terms of shooting and stopping. A lot of combat shotgun sightlines as well as their enemies, Aiden and Sean, do not place a wall and get punished for it. Both players going down.
They had a pre-edited arch that was right there, but Arkham and Falconer, all of a sudden, you talked about only one Elam, all of a sudden turns into 4 and into the top 10. 114 points now for them as Cold Cutie is able to pick up an Elam up on the high ground. Uzi Xenon does self-eliminate there as now Falconer and Arkham pick up Cold Cutie after he dropped in. Great job with the heavy snipe, making sure and recognize him. He was only one level there. 14 players remaining, 10 duos left. A lot of solo riders, but as I say that, a couple of them get picked off, and we're closing in on top 5, and look at the vertical stack.
That is huge, and it's all hard mats, so it's always going to be there. Not going to be knocked down by RPGs unless you send 2. Proxim launchers might be able to find a way, but the positioning of these players already playing around it is going to be too good.
And these are the final moments. This is the very last game. Can Falconer and Arkham take away the top spot? It looks like they've done it in terms of the Elim. So can anybody catch Epic Whale in Storm as Arkham now works down? That's top 5 with that Elim. So Code Kicks does end up getting his. Arkham checking his sides there. They want the top spot. 2v2, v1, but Falconer gets picked off. Arkham has no build, so what does he do? Drops down, finds the low ground, and finds a little bit of space. Looking to drop the player down, and he gets it. That's Tomei taken away, avoids the trap, finds another player. 1, misses the shot. It's FLX finding the conversion there. Xenon is still down, up to 79 points, wants to work his way as far up. It's a 2v1. Flint does come in. Flix gets the 1. Can he 1v2? Jay and Little, the already qualified pair. This is for all the bragging rights. Potentially a bigger payday. Trying to do everything he can. Does have the siphon coming through. Now he just needs to be aware the Chunk Smash is coning himself off. Has it. Misses the first shot. Reload does come through. They're both standing on the campfire. Can he find it? No! It is Little, the player from Kungarna, the World Cup qualified, able to take it away. 3 eliminations for him. 3 for Jay. Victory Royale. That is it. The final match of the Fortnite World Cup Online Open Qualifiers. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm Sundown, was joined here by Shao Wager, and we're going to throw it back into the studio to Zeke Miss Prime. Zeke, what you got, baby?
Love it. Never mind. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. This has been an incredible ride so far. Now, I know what you're thinking. Zeke, we got to know who's going to the finals. We've got 1 qualifying spot. Well, I'm going to tell you right after this 10-minute break. Gotcha! See you in 10.
Let's fly out to the lobby. Let's fly out to the lobby. Let's fly out to the lobby to get your squad some nums.
Burgers from dirt to munch.
Tacos Royale with brunch. Red juices, a tasty treat for Lil Whip, Peely, and Pizza Pete. Let's fly out to the lobby to get your squad some nums. Let's fly out to the lobby to get your squad some love.
At night when I sleep, I'm still just like mind blown that I was able to pull it off. It was just one of those things on my bucket list that I really wanted to do, and I did it. I knew in solos that like I could have qualified a couple weeks and stuff like that, but I realized that my mentality wasn't there. My confidence in there, it wasn't as good. And then I actually messaged my friend, and he just gave me like perfect advice. Like, you just gotta be confident, and you just gotta know that like you can qualify. I kept on telling myself that throughout the whole tournament, and I guess it worked out.
You just have to work hard and play every day. The important fact is to stay focused every time, because if you choke one game and you're tilted, then you're gonna choke every game just after. You have to stay focused all the time.
Every single time you steal a kill or get a kill stolen, in the back of your mind, you know that like that could be the point. It's really important that you just don't let that get to you. In my last game, I had a kill stolen to me as I shot him. In that time, I was waiting to find out if I qualified or not. I knew that like if I didn't qualify by 1 point, it was all about that kill. It's a lot of stress just because of just how close it is every single week.
I would look at other players and see how they would qualify, what was working for them, and then I would kind of like implement that into my gameplay as well, and it helped me improve. At first, what I noticed was I wasn't getting enough kills playing really safe like that, so I would put myself in the middle of everybody and then just like turn around and start shooting them as they're rotating from storm and stuff like that.
Probably the best two things to do is practice creative and get the mechanics going, and then also like VOD review and look at your mistakes, because when I went into week 7 of solos, I was pretty nervous and I messed up like 2 games, and then I started to tilt and I played terribly, and I looked back at like what I did wrong, and then I came into week 9 just feeling pretty casual. I knew what I had to do and not tilt again, and it worked out for me really well.
Well, I do customs like every day, and I work a lot on what I do, and I watch streams, and yeah, I practice like that. Like, how do he play? If he do something good, maybe I can take it and do the same in game.
So me winning the first game got me very confident, and that led me to being confident while fighting people as well, so I didn't stress when fighting people. Also, the second game I won, that got me confident. When the World Cup got announced, I started practicing a lot daily, playing 3 to 5 hours a day, even more sometimes. And me seeing improvement motivated me a lot. I had it in me to qualify, so that really motivated me.
Ever since TwitchCon, my parents have always been really supportive of me. Everything that I've gone through, every single tournament she watches online, and she tells me her favorite things is endgames. She's like, whenever you get a kill endgame, it's so exciting. And like when she found out, she was so happy. She came home like right away because they were out. She came out right away and celebrated with me, hugged me, and it was just like, it was great to finally like see them like be more proud of me after everything, and just like it paying off like once and for all.
All right, Fortnite fam, we're here for week 9 of the Fortnite World Cup Online Open qualifiers. And just like this Cuddle team leader, we are very excited to be here. The final week of solo competition. Hopefully these players can take a bite out of the competition and really keep it top notch. Codename Elf. Guys, are you ready for week 9, the finals day? Man,
I just had a whole bag of cookies.
A whole bag of cookies.
He's the yes man.
I'm so happy I don't have to be near Zeke for much longer.
We got some qualification. We got a dancing banana too. I want to see Zeke wear that at some point during the World Cup.
Fortnite fam, you guys know I love it when you use that hashtag Fortnite World Cup. We actually have a social producer that helps sift through all the tweets and all the incredible things you guys send us, and his name is Nick Brown.
All right, guys, my name is Nick Brown, and for the Fortnite World Cup qualifiers, I've been working as a social producer. So basically, every time any of the casters say use the hashtag Fortnite World Cup, I'm the one who plays defense to make sure that none of those cheeky tweets with bad words end up on the big screen.
All right, Courage. Let's go to the kitchen. Let's get ourselves some food.
What we got? Some garlic bread. Is that chicken parmesan? Oh my God! It's chicken parm! Yes! You okay? Do I need to put this one back? Bro, they put garlic bread in front of me. You think I'm not gonna get 3 pieces? Come on.
What's up, Fortnite fam? It's Squints here, and recently we've been trying to level up the observing, so we challenge our observers to get cool dynamic shots and keep them smooth and
These competitors must feel on their shoulders.
Whoa, okay. Wow. Seems like the observers are having a little bit of a competition back there.
All right, observers, let's get it.
And then tried to challenge those fights, and that just freaked me out.
What? Speaking about something freaky.
There is Nick just above Chap's foot. Because apparently that's someone's name in Fortnite. You don't know about that, Jack? No. I mean, you really need to step up your competitive Fortnite knowledge. It's okay though. It's Chap's foot. Like physically, he plays. I hate you.
What's up? It's Monster D-Face.
What's up?
Yo, Monster. You know you're my favorite?
Yeah, absolutely.
If I told you were my favorite, would you believe me?
Probably not. We all know Sundown's his favorite, guys. That's why, dude. Right there. Right there.
What? Dude, it messes me up.
You know, a lot of people ask me what the best part about replay is. It's got to be working next to GFX Becca.
People ask me all the time what the best part about being a graphics operator is.
Someone here specifically that keeps the ball rolling no matter what happens. And his name is Jordan.
What's up, Fortnite fam? My name's Jordan, and I am the production manager on the Fortnite World Cup Online Open. My job includes making sure the production happens smoothly, handling staffing, catering, any technical issues that may arise, making sure everyone else is doing their job.
He's really good at stuff.
We're on a break, and Jeff is going for the high score.
Oh my God.
That's really special.
And he has the
Not for you.
To rain him down. I don't know if he realizes it's completely uncontested. But
It's over. Week 9's done. Goodbye. Welcome back, Fortnite fam. The day has been incredible. We've been hanging out with all of our friends, watching a bunch of Fortnite action, punching tickets left and right, and of course, there's one punched ticket that remains unpunched. And now I'm going to tell you in just a few minutes. Because first, we're going to take a look at the social wall. Obviously, you guys have been hyped, taking to social media, celebrating with friends, family, the likes. And of course, you guys are absolutely amazing. 4 times qualified. Yeah, Benji, stop showing off. 5 out of 5. All right, Shinken, freaking
Average
big.
placement of 1.8, by the way. Hello, Shinken.
Okay. Weird flex, but okay. Just kidding. Anyway, we also have a second page of social to take a look at. I mean, just more excitement across the board. Again, huge shout out. Let's not forget Zextro. Cried a little some reason though. So no.
That wash.
That wash. I mean, look, you had a wrist injury, dude. You had to take care of yourself, and of course you come back and you're like, you know what? What wrist injury? I'm still the best. Boom. Pow. Got him. All right. Now, let's keep the ball rolling. We're going to wrap up the show with Here Are Friends. I think it's only fitting we start taking a look at the NA West results.
I think it's time.
Got to see the final ticket.
Are you guys ready? Here we go.
Woo!
All right. Wow, that is absolutely unbelievable. So Epic Whale and 4DR Storm are the qualifiers, because don't forget, Arkham and Blue Falconer have already qualified. Landjock and Punisher have as well. So that is KNG, Epic Whale, and 4DR Storm. Massive congratulations to you, the final duo out of NA West and the final spot. Now, of course, guys, we've had a full day of Fortnite action. So really quickly, let's just recap everything that's gone down, starting with Oceania. Just a quick refresher to remind you who is coming through from every single region. From OCE, it's Serpent and Hype. I mean, Sundown, you stayed up late. You watched these games. Are you surprised?
They played incredibly well. I mean, from start to finish, they were on fire. It was 7 matches. They averaged just below a top 3 finish, 2.67 going on there. I mean, we talk about point efficiency. They did it all. It was brilliant for them. You have to feel a little bit of heartbreak there for Jalen and Skyla, as well as Zora and Geese. They were so close in so many of the weeks. OC proving that the top level of competition, the names that we saw every single week in the top 10 in both solos and duos, those guys are definitely a step above the rest.
And now they get to come to the stage, Fortnite World Cup Finals. Now we're going to move on to Asia. Don't forget, we also had qualifiers coming out from there that happened this morning while we were all asleep, unless you're Sundown, you're a maniac and stay awake. Again, son, I'm going to send this your way, because you know, you have the infinite insight on these things. What do you think about Flame and Unique?
So Flame and Unique, it was really cool to watch because, again, people have talked about moving literally where they live or going to different land centers to try and get better ping. And this is a Southeast Asia team playing from Vietnam. They said in the semifinals, like, GG High Ping, by the way, placing in the top 10. And then they turned around and their style was high on execution, rifle fire together, loot up safe, and then get key rotations. Incredibly proud of him. I actually was able to talk with Unique just a little bit over DMs afterward, and he was just saying, I'm so incredibly happy. I didn't think we'd be able to do it. Just getting to this point and being able to represent and being the first and only Vietnamese team on that stage, like, just huge shout outs to you guys.
Well, there you go. You like to see it. Of course, we're going to keep things rolling. Europe was the next region up on deck. I mean, Wolfies and Rojo, Bala, these, first of all, Europe's insane. We know it's the best region. We know it's the best region, all right?
Big words.
Big words. It's the best region.
Especially ahead of New York. We're going to have that competition play out right in front of us. But yeah, Wolfies and Rojo, they were up at the top in the beginning of the leaderboards, Zeke, and then they fell a little bit, but then climbed right back up to get in that first place. That is awesome to see. And then the rest of these guys as well, Sky and Vato, they've been playing out of their minds, trying to contain towards that top spot, getting 9th 2 weeks in a row. And then finally, it's kind of the same story as Zexor. He's overcoming tendonitis as well. And he had a long post on Twitter earlier in French about his journey, his confidence, struggles. And to break it right here in the last week is unbelievable.
Man, for sure.
And also got a shout out.
I was going to say.
Another one of the controller game.
Yeah.
Joining up in there. Him and Vorent clutching up. And then Singularity, Thomas HD, and then Klusha being a full qualifier as well. So big shout outs to him and Skype hitting that mark.
Next region up was Brazil. Shayo, I'm gonna ask you and lean on you for this. You know, we see X-Zone coming through and King. Now, of course, there's several Kings here, but 9Z's King. This is actually a duo that you mentioned when we interviewed, and you said these guys are someone to look out for.
Absolutely. Just they didn't find their footing all the way till the end weeks, like week 9 to week 10, week 8 to week 10. So it's dope to see that they found out what worked solos and duos wise, and they just popped off, which is amazing for that region as well.
Now next up is NA East. Pooks, I'm coming your way for these results. Don't forget, we had Slacks, Keys, FN, Zexro, and Vinny, of course, and Young Calculator and Macwood coming through. And again, we see Zayd and Saf do it all over again, qualify again.
Zayd and Saf, no surprise seeing them up there. Same with, Calculator, having that interview with him and Macwood earlier, just seeing how excited they were, telling their families, their moms cried. This is a huge deal for so many of these players, and to be able to give that to them, to say, you know what, join us in New York, come play Fortnite with us, do your best. Slacks and Keys, we saw so many of their games today. They popped off. These guys knew that this was the last week they had to qualify, and they definitely brought the heat.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, with that wraps up the entire day. But first, we've got to punch the final ticket to New York City coming out of NA West. I mean, I feel like, do you guys mind if I do this one?
I mean, Shy should do it.
You know what?
He's our guest.
Yes.
He's our guest.
Absolutely. Shy, you will be the one to punch the ticket. Let's do this, Shy. Now, of course, guys, don't Dr. Lupo him, remember. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's all Chat's fault if that happens.
Boom! Hey, there it is. Congratulations to Epic Whale in 4DR Storm, and they complete the full qualification now as well in the final moments. Both of them qualified for solos and now duos, and we will actually have an opportunity to talk to the full qualifier, the final qualifier for the Fortnite Battle Royale World Cup. It's Epic Whale. Whale, how you doing, my man?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
I mean, good is an understatement. You guys put on an absolute show today. So, first question I have to ask you: what's up with your duo? We haven't seen you and Storm play together before. So, what was going on there?
Yeah, I just wanted to switch things up, and I just was thinking about all my options as a duo. And for me, I was just looking for a duo that can kind of fill into my weaknesses. And 4DR is really good mechanically and at aiming, and I'm kind of like the brains of the duo. So I just thought it would work out well, and we practiced hard, and here we are, It's crazy.
No, I think that was an absolutely impressive performance. So how does it feel to be a full qualifier now? You've qualified for duos, you'll be there in solos, you'll be seating in both parts of that competition. Has it kind of hit you yet? Do you really understand how big that is? And what does your family think of it?
Yeah, it's crazy because now I can get bad RNG in solos, and then I still have a way better chance to do good in duos too. I just have I feel more safe, and that I can pop off and get a top 10 placing in either duos or solos pretty easily.
Okay.
My parents, I mean, it's I don't know, it's just they're in shock for real. A year ago, I was just someone who just played Fortnite a lot, and now I'm winning a lot of money, and it's it's crazy. So it kind of just hit them by surprise, and I don't know.
And to actually do it, not only are you double qualified, but the duo that you picked, 4DR Storm, you're actually going to be triple qualified. You guys are all going to New York together, and that's going to be crazy. How does that, the next couple of weeks going into July, how does that factor into it? You guys are both going to go together. Is there, strategy going into all that stuff? Are you guys going to be practicing together and helping each other through the solos all the way through?
I mean, yeah, we're just going to keep practicing through. I hope that, this trios doesn't take over too much so that we can still practice for solos and duos, but I don't know, we're just going to practice however we can.
All right, well, again, congrats on double qualifying. Huge achievement for you. Now, Epic Will, of course, we wanted to give you the floor, give any shout-outs you like to, plug your social, any thank yous. The floor is yours, my friend.
Yeah, so you can follow me on any socials, Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, at Epic Will. That's Epic with a K too, so EPIK Will. And I'd like to shout out, my parents for just supporting me and letting me play as much as I do. And I want to shout out, obviously, 4DR, my duo, and also Leno and Barl, because 4DR and I, we kind of were a new duo, so we didn't have much time to practice. But Leno and Barl, they stayed up late with us practicing 2v2s, and so I thank them for that.
Awesome, man. Well, again, massive congratulations. We cannot wait to see you in New York. And, of course, as we continue to say, we'll get a slice in New York.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much, Epic Will. We'll catch you later, my friend. Now, of course, guys, we know the 100 players that are going to be joining us for the duo competition. Let's roll the entire list of names as a refresher. You know, I thought duos was going to be insane, and of course it is, but, or I'm sorry, solos, but now duos, the list of names. I mean, guys, this is it. We know the 100 for each category.
What's nuts to me is that one of the teams on this list has to finish in last place. Like that blows my mind, because I look here and every single one of these guys is capable of popping off. They're the best of the best, and one of these guys is going to be at the bottom. Somebody's going to finish on top. But all of these top duos, somebody is going to be down there, and that is ridiculous to me, because the level of competition from top to bottom, every single fight you take, every engagement, no matter when you run into somebody, you're up against a player who is capable of popping off, who is making plays, and has that clutch factor. You don't make it to New York City in solos or duos, but duos in particular, where the consistency has been here for so many of these guys. You don't make it without having that clutch gene. So every one of the battles, and it's less of a, oh, somebody has to get last, and more of even the battle between 199 and 1 and 2, all of those are going to be absurd and on a level that we've never seen before. You won't have this level of international players and the quality at this level ever. Like, it's going to be massive.
You're getting me hyped, dude. You need to get me too hyped and start crying, not in front of everybody. All right, Fortnite fam, again, thank you guys so much. We know it's been a long 10 weeks, but it all wraps up. Everything has led to this moment. And now the next step is, of course, the Fortnite World Cup Finals in New York City. Mark your calendars, July 26th through the 28th. Do not miss out. Now, of course, from all of us here, the entire talent crew, the broadcast in the back, all the producers, everyone from Epic, thank you guys truly so much for just hanging out with us and taking this journey with us. It truly does mean the world. I think it's only fitting that we all have a group hug before we leave and say goodbye. So let's bring it in.
And let's get close to the camera. Let's
make it really.
Yeah, come on. Let's get chat in here. Yeah, get the arms around it. Say it in, guys. Thank you so much. You all are amazing. We'll see you in New York City. Get ready for the trios competition, but the Fortnite World Cup Finals, July 26th to the 28th. We'll see you guys there.